With per-pupil funding decreasing in Indiana, educators are searching for ways to generate revenue. And Kokomo 1 District has turned an abandoned building into a residence hall, a concept largely untried among public schools in the state, hoping to bring in more than $250,000 for the school corporation and potentially much more for the city. WTIU's Stan Jastrzebski has more.
When Kokomo Center School Corporation officials realized they weren't going to get much additional funding from state lawmakers, they looked farther afield, much farther. So how to build enrollment? Literally by building, as it turns out. The corporation worked with a local architect to refurbish an old candy store into a dormitory for international students, each of whom is paying about $13,000 a year to take classes. Senior Jose Valdivia traveled to Kokomo from his native Bolivia because he hopes an American education will break down some procedural roadblocks to getting into an American university.
I intend to apply to Purdue or Texas A&M, either because I want to start to study engineering. So it's kind of easier to apply while you live here.
Valdivia is on scholarship, but Superintendent Jeff Oswald concedes international families will likely have to have some financial means, which might mean near-term investment in this community, which is always looking to economic development as it tries to emerge from the recession.
When the families come over, if the mom or the dad is a businessman or a businesswoman for a company internationally, and they say, you know, this might be an idea to develop or foster relationships in the short term, then that's a side benefit as well.
Speaking of economic development, the former candy store is being resurrected too. Culinary arts students are set to spend a few days a week behind a recently reinstalled store counter selling the treats they bake up in class. For WTIU News, I'm Stan Jastrzebski.